Nah, ini baru masuk anjir. Dari tadi ngomong, ternyata inputnya nggak masuk di OBS, kocak. Kocak. Si kocak emang. Ya, akhirnya masuk. Akhirnya masuk. Nah, daily dulu bagus. Daily dulu bosku. Carlon Cornelia. Sama-sama Tuan Libre. Cih, dari pulang tanpa lagi. Apa? Setelah sudah mau dengan Clippers alias Mirmoya. Sampai berapa strategi dari kami tapi belum ya. Pertama kali dari dia kayak atau sedang ada audit bulan ya bisa keluar uang ya keluar bulan depan yang tidak bisa dua kalinya dia bilang kehabisan sudah tuntas kebakaran kalau tidak mau harus beli dari tempat lain artinya pengajuan itu tetap belum bisa dicap. Ketiga, dia bilang formulir pendaftaran informasi anggota bantuan luar sedang diperbarui jadi harus diisi ulang dan tentu saja mereka kehabisan formulir datangnya baru besok sengaja kesini buat ambil tapi orangnya malah tidak ada di kantor demi Archon apa yang bisa dibantu terus kesel Hareya syukurlah ini kejadiannya ada suatu hari susah dihubungi dia benar-benar senang Erinyes biar mengisi dan daily.
Paimon's in a really great mood today. Don't know why, but Paimon's head is filled with happy thoughts.
Itu daily
Why
apa?
don't we make the most of it? Let's take a
Work
walk
plus
around
it.
Fontaine and maybe buy some souvenirs
Yeah,
and grab a
okay.
tasty snack.
Tapi beneran dan anjing. Estelle. Bacanya gimana? France. Estelle. Habis. Estelle. Jauh juga.
Take it easy. Snappity snap, printy printy printy, stackity stack stack stack.
Stack.
Whoa,
Oh.
those two are kind of big deals. Hey, you two! Can I take your picture?
Pauline.
Huh? Does she mean us? Why does she want our picture?
Pauline France. Wait. Lepin Pauline.
Guess we better get used to the celebrity treatment, huh? Can't blame the fans for wanting a photo of their heroes. But if this is for anything besides your own personal use, then we're legally allowed to charge you.
Bisa
Wait,
lupain.
what would they call it here? An appearance fee? Photo shoot fee?
Absolutely! It's just an honor to be able to photograph the Ace Adventurer duo. How does 1.5 million more sound?
Sure, that sounds fine. Hold up, how much did you say again? 1.5 million? Did Paimon hear that right? That's a lot of more for just one photograph. Maybe a little too much.
What the?
Are we really worth all that?
Satu foto saja sampai banyak. Iya sih. Emangnya semalam. Oke, boleh.
You guys are overreacting! This measly 1.5 mil is just the start.
Hah, kalian boleh. Ini belum.
If you're interested in working with me as a photographer, you could potentially be taking home anywhere up to 9 figures. Snap some snaps and stack those stacks.
Hah? Kalau kalian mau kerja sebagai fotografer, kalian bisa bawa pulang 9 digit 9 digit dan bawa
9 figures? That's... wait. Every 1,000 is 3 figures plus 1 for the 1, so 1 million, that's 7, plus 2 is 10 million, 100 million. 100 million?! sounds too crazy, even for... What kind of racket are you running here? You planning on...
Con innocent people? You took the words right out of my mouth. But you got it back to front. My goal here is to rid Tevat of everyone out there who's trying to con innocent people. Help me out.
Whoa, back up a little. Seems you skipped a couple of steps. How did you get from...
Well, it all has to do with an important problem in law enforcement that often gets overlooked. Target recognition. Common sense says that if Gardamex want to fight crime, the first thing they need to do is identify who's a criminal and who isn't, right? But what happens when a Gardamek mistakes an honest citizen for a criminal, or sees someone brandishing a weapon in public but fails to flag them as a potential threat? Then you've got a huge problem. Think of the poor fisherman whose fishing rod gets mistaken for a spear, or the crafty crook who carries around a metal pipe to club his victims with, but dismissed as a regular plumber.
Okay, fair enough. You're kind...
Great. Okay, so let's say I disguise myself as a cat, or a dog, or a finch, or a pigeon, or maybe even a blubber beast, because why the heck not? So I'm walking around the city streets like an escaped amusement park employee, and a Gardamek sees me. How do you think it would respond?
That's cheating! A Gardamek's not gonna do anything to some cute little critter. Also, what kind of...
Bingo! Right answer. Gardamex are incapable of registering cats, dogs, finches, pigeons, and, of course, blubber beasts as potential targets. Their image recognition system actually ignores that. It is actually fairly logical if you think about it, removing all the near-zero risk entities from the target data. But here's a quote from a recent report in the Steambird. Several keen-eyed thieves who noticed a flaw in the Gardamex detection systems, just completely blind to the would-be blubber beasts, the Gardamex made...
Wait, so this actually happened? And the Gardamex really didn't catch them? Okay, that's pretty gutsy, but also kinda horrifying. What if they get bored of petty theft and move on to something even worse? They could get away with anything.
Exactly! And that's why we have to fight these criminals in the domain of technology. It's turned into an ongoing tug-of-war between their disguises and our image recognition capabilities. And I, Lapine Pauline, specialist in graph adversarial technology, am determined to do my part towards a crime-free future for Fontaine.
Wow. Dan aku, Paul, spesialis yang bergerak di bidang pengenalan gambar kriminal. Sudah yang terbaik untuk bebas dari ini.
Currently, I'm in the process of collecting sample images. Once I have a large enough pool, I'll use that to develop a simple but powerful and highly accurate image recognition algorithm that runs on a small graphical processing module. Any clockwork mecha installed with this module will instantly be able to recognize people wearing disguises and accurately, and, if all goes to plan, the Palais Mermonia will jump at the chance to have these installed on every Gardamek in the city. It's the business opportunity of a lifetime.
Wow.
Paimon's getting deja vu. Let me guess, you're a homebody researcher who prefers to stick to the city, limiting your potential sample size. And the reason you want to work with us is because we can go out into the wild and help you get all the other photos.
Wow! Right again! Down to the last detail. It sounds like the... What do you say? Join my project, become a graph adversarial technology specialist, and together we can expose every costume defender in Fontaine. Crucially, with your help, we can build a solid graph adversarial tech pipeline and take Fontaine's technology and law enforcement capabilities.
This does sound like it's for a good cause. Forget tomorrow. We can't stand by and do nothing. There are criminals out there giving...
Great! And just like that, welcome. Okay, take this. It's an image recognition sample collector. It contains recording and analysis equipment that I've already looked through lots. Let's get this show on the road.
lebih simpel. Mau disebut punya 17 selama event langsung bisa berkembang. Oke. Cara dengan libre. 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 Ngomong Prancis oke. Libre. 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 Lah, man. Sepele banget.
Gather! Order guide you!
Busted! Cha! No, my sword! Rain cutter! Rain outlines your fate! Things are about to get dicey.
Phew.
I will have order!
Let me weave you a verse. No, my sword! Rain out.
I'm Wangshen Funeral Parlor's 77th funeral director. My grandfather was the 75th. First thing I took over was...
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Ad Astra
Thank you for
Abyssos.
completing today's commission. Ad Astra.
Resin pakai buat apa ya? Resin buat pakai apa ya? Iya ya. Buat naikin Dragon Bane. Jumat tuh.
Are you here to play?
Stabilize!
Here comes the catch. Gotcha. Ha, cha.
Solidify!
Know my sword. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Stabilize!
Things are about to get dicey.
Kali aja dah. Kita story aja, story. Story. Aku mau dapet Furina. Story cheese cracker.
Hey, isn't that Vidok over there?
Ah, seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Or at least enough. Impressive. Very impressive.
Very impressive.
So, Now can you tell us about the hidden rules you know?
If that's what you want to know, I guess you couldn't have come at a better time.
Huh? What do you mean it's a good time?
What do you mean it's good time?
Leonid and those other pesky broke urchins have all gone to work in the production zone. I wouldn't want them listening in without paying up.
We get it. Just tell us.
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever, ever go near them at night. Even if you manage to avoid the guards, you might find something even more terrible there.
What is? What it is?
Something even more terrible? Like what?
Something more terrible? Like what?
A group of cannibals.
Huh?
Cannibals? In the
Cannibals?
Fortress of Meripede?
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night. Rumor has it they might be connected to the people that have disappeared, but what's even scarier is that they have a special, since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains. They have ways to transform them into other forms, and keep them in the fortress forever.
Paimon might already know what you mean by other forms. So that's what's going on here. Oh, Paimon's stomach doesn't feel so good.
You two look pretty skeptical. No matter. I've got things to do too. I suggest you just act like I never told you anything.
Anjir, suara Vidok mantap juga. Berat itu.
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her blood. Oh, so that's how you see the situation. Huh. You know, Paimon does feel a little better. When will all the secrets...
Kembali dan sedikit lagi.
Vidok isn't here. But the guys who went to work in the morning are back. Let's go ask
Yeah.
them.
Just stay away from me.
Stay away from me. Okay.
What? What are you saying?
Alexis.
You shouldn't go around saying.
Alexis Sanchez.
What are you talking
Luna.
about? Listen, you should keep your nose.
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us. But if they're being so obvious about acting weirdly, do you think that... Oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon. So you mean we still need to invest... Hello, Fielding.
Fielding.
What do you want? Criminals like you ought to be working right now.
We just want to ask you a simple question. Have you ever discovered anything odd during your nighttime patrols?
Why are you asking about something like that? Whatever happens at night isn't your concern. All you need to worry about is getting enough sleep.
Well... right! We've heard it happens a few times every month. Paimon has sensitive ears, so it makes it hard to sleep.
Really? I see. But it's not like... Now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange things tend to happen at night on pipe...
So, what happens at night on pipe cleaning days?
And they just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage facilities. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month, and it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days. You can try to confirm the sounds tonight if you want, and if they're real, then I can...
Oh, okay. Then we'll keep both ears out tonight.
If that's all, then I'll be leaving now. I advise you not to try anything funny, though. Even if I'm not on duty tonight.
Don't worry, we don't want any time. Oh, he left. So what do you think about the pipe cleaning days he mentioned? Right, both are a possibility. Paimon knew you would say that. Alright.
Begadang lama begadang. Tidur, tidur, tidur. Kompensasi. Nah, itu ulang tahun. Udah. Apakah bisa baca? Aduh, gak kelar-kelar ini story quest anjir.
Oh, I'm so tired. But we can't sleep yet. They'll be cleaning the pipes tonight. Whatever. Just be sure to wake Paimon if she dozes off. Paimon's... Huh? Traveler? Did you fall asleep already?
Did you fall asleep already? Ada ya? Vision chill deh. Ini yang tadi orang-orang yang tadi.
Traveler, come on, wake up! Oh, it looks like you were just peacefully sleeping to Paimon. Well, what did you see this time? Really? So we're finally starting to figure out what actually happened? Okay, well, it's about time for us... Shh! Careful! We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us! This should be the place!
Damn. Oh, ternyata di sini. Nah, ini orang tadi.
What? I know you. You were the ones we saw.
Huh. You've got guts showing up here. You know who we are, right?
You know who we are, right?
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
What'd you say? Yeah, so what if they were? If you push us, we can make those rumors a reality.
Hey, what's the point of all those rumors anyway?
I don't have to tell you anything.
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here. Huh? What did you say?
Isn't that exactly what Boss said when he left?
Hey, do you know our boss? Whoa. We had no idea our boss was such a big deal. So, did he have you come here to find?
Oh, so your child's crew here? Seems like he had no problem fitting in.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So unless he somehow told you... All
Wow! Those dreams of yours...
We gave him the business for a while and would always give him a hard time when he first came to the fortress of Maripede. But here in the fortress, the strong will always earn respect. He was working the longest hours and racking up wins in the Pancreation Ring.
Dia kerjanya selalu yang paling panjang dan dia menang terus di ring.
You could always see how amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson. So eventually, we all decided to follow him.
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. He said it was because he heard that call again. And as his crew, if the boss wants something, then it's our job to get it done. So, we got to work and used the hidden rules that were here to make up and spread the rumor about the cannibal rule. We just wanted to give him a better chance of escaping on a night after the pipes had been cleaned.
Oh! Thanks to your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here, prisoner or guard. Wow. It sure is easy to exploit people's fear of the unknown. But has a child already escaped? Why are you all still coming here after pipe cleaning day?
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It should be a dead end. It leads to an abandoned factory area, and even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea, we're still way too deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive. But Boss still insisted on going in. It's like he was... So we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone. And that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here and help.
So you come and wait here through the night a few times a month just because of that promise?
Yeah, but it's been so long now. We already know in our hearts that he must...
Is it also possible that something...
Nothing could ever defeat Boss or slow him down. That's one thing we know.
Okay. Paimon was just brainstorming possibilities.
All right. Keep quiet and follow us.
Quiet, follow us.
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's impossible to get through. Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely flooded. It's impossible to navigate unless you're an extreme...
Do you think Child got trapped by the water?
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible...
Really? Then have him come investigate. Pronto. Just be sure to...
It's getting late. We should leave before the guards...
Yeah, we learned a lot about what happened.
Damn. Balik lagi.
Whew. We finally learned some key information. Seems all of our investigative... When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about Fremine, right? If we ask Linny, he'll definitely have Fremine help us. Ugh. Why is Child like this? What was he doing going into the... Fortunately, though,
Anjir,
it
masuk
seems like it's
pipa,
only
Cok.
a matter of time now before we find out what really happened.
Persis anjing kayak ceritanya Soundseng. Ini Childe, persis kayak di film Soundseng aja.
Now that we can finally relax,
Persis aja.
Paimon's starting to
Ya
feel super
Genshin ngambil
sleepy.
referensi dari sono.
Ugh.
Soundseng
Let's try to get
Redemption.
some rest while we still can.
Yeay, selesai.
It's morning already. Oh, Paimon still needs more sleep. Huh? Wait, look over there. It's one of Linny's cards. Let Paimon see what's written on it. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone has the day off today, which makes it the perfect time to do. It's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Ooh, Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off. From the sound of it, Lenny's been making progress with his investigation. Wonder what he's discovered. We still have some time before we meet up. Let's talk.
Bintang yang bersinar. Bintang yang bersinar di kedalaman. Selesaikan bintang yang bersinar di kedalaman. Bagus. Selfie. Tidak. Apakah penggaris saya kedua? Wait a minute. Ting. Why the Yay. Phone message.
Take it easy.
Baru 26%, Cok. Baru 26%. Udah ada bounty lagi. Lah iya.
Take it easy.
Ya burung.
Take it easy. Busted.
This is
Nah, gua
order.
nggak baca lagi tadi kelemahan kekuatan musuhnya apa.
Let me
Cok?
weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Semua kembal api. Iya lagi kembal api kan.
Gather. I will have order.
Kocak.
Game's up. Fun's
Kembal
over.
api kan ternyata.
Chop. Gotcha. Rain cutter.
Masih ada Yelan. Carry. Kembal api ternyata, Cok. Berak. Kebal terhadap hydro. Kuat kalau pakai katalis. Apa ya? Nah, bisa nih. Pakai Nahida.
Solidify!
Grow, grow, grow! Yeah! The Temple of Wisdom! Yeah!
Can't see? I'll uproot you!
Yeah! Yeah! Huh. Huh. Yeah! Ah! Yeah!
Keluar. Keluar. Kebal terhadap animo Electores kurang. Aku mau ke itu dulu. Serenity Pod. Belum selesai, 3 hari. Baru kemarin ditanam. Belum selesai.
This realm is truly...
This realm is truly...
If you ever...
Gather!
There is no escape!
I see everything! Huh. Hey!
Let's nip that in the bud.
Dadar. Oh iya, weekly boss ya. Resin kita bisa pakai buat weekly boss. Lupa. Damn. Damn. Ya. Kita naikin weekly bos siapa ya? Cilde udah. Damn, mainin. From there. Astaga. Cut. Kok habis lagunya ya? Udah ada coy. Rainbow Rose. Ah, ini mana rainbow ya ini? Nggak rainbow banget. Aduh. Nah, di Fountain enak banget lagu-lagunya anjir. Suling Sundanya enak banget.
Solidify!
Everyone hold hands!
I'll uproot you!
Wow, nice.
Keep up.
Tuh. Selesaikan torch dulu. Wow, udah baik bangunan. Udah. Iya. Tuh. Furina up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aduh. Ini bisa ambil. Tidak habis. Sampai kiamat diskon 40% dah kayaknya. Sampai kiamat diskon 40%. Oh, new. Tadi 3. 1, 3, 4 berempat. Hah. Lah. Swing. Sword. Ini cuy. Lihat lu dah. Anjir baru R1 anjir. Terus mancing lagi dong. Lanjut story lagi.
Hey, you over there?
Hey, you over there?
Yeah, you! Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game? Alright.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other... Sure.
Great!
I thought you would have already...
Why don't you pick?
Alright. Have you heard any spin, did you know? There are two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping. The bigger guy is Quisto, and the skinny one is Lavaroon. People call them the Bombshell Bros. I never really found their gossip very mind-blowing. It's pretty much just the same stuff that I hear about when I'm at work every day. If you're interested, you can go talk with them. They tend to talk a lot of nonsense, but they aren't exactly bad.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though? To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that.
Not gonna lie. NGL.
A forbidden zone?
Forbidden Zone?
Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything in...
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
Let's turn it.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate! I'm no dog!
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilge water you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that. Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have? Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say? That's true.
That's true.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine.
You hear that, Quisto? What?
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
A little mistake, huh?
Ah, little mistake, huh?
You see, people with a good attitude can join our group any...
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just...
So, you two...
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. But since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the... Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he...
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here?
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too. Huh.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jiraiya to a pulp that one time. And...
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
The value of knowledge cannot simply be quantified in monetary terms. Keep up.
Pergi ke zona produksi dan temui Lenny. Mana itu? Di atas. Kayaknya bener kan production job. Cocok kan.
Huh?
Huh?
That look in your eyes. You found something?
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention. Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later. It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too. Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise, Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Safety always comes first. Safety always comes first.
My apologies, I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger brother.
But that's not a bad thing, right? All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Ada cutscene cuy.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek.
Yes.
There seem to be several people inside.
Right. I feel like it's not impossible.
Huh?
So, it's a bit hard to understand them from here. Someone, please help! He's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do! Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion? Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please lie down over here.
Let me take a look.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, Traveler! Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Okay, Sichuan.
I see now. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem. What about here? Does the... Oh! I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. So that's what it is. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should... Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
Very well.
And she hopped away, just like that.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Hello. How are you feeling now?
His stomach ache's really bad.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry.
But it also looks like she's the
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sijuin take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct. Sorry.
Are you two also
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of You could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable helper because she'll...
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now! Please, keep it civil at least. Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
See you later, everyone.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sichuan should... No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sichuan.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest. Miss Levine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
It should be yellow.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
See ya!
I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're
Sichuan
widely known as the
well-designed,
Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead.
Tapi udah ada itu.
So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. That's it. All right then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds?
Hydro.
No, his base constitution. Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure. You're going to take a nap already? You get some rest. We've been to lots of places together. He may look a bit under the weather now, but he's actually super strong. Oh, so you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry. He'll... You're awake.
You're awake.
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
How do you feel?
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take the meds regularly, and don't forget, bland foods.
Bland food.
Thank you, Miss Sichuan.
Thank you, Miss Sichuan. Thank you. Kembali ke mana? Lah. Lah.
Can't sleep? Let's go for a walk then.
Can't sleep. Let's go for a walk. Tut, 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 tut. Tenacity. Ini berapa? 33.000.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire... No, but you kept mumbling. Paimon talked with Sijwin. Whoa, you... Today's the day! Let's go meet up with Lenny!
Let's go meet up with Lenny. Ape.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule.
That's good. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's, infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step.
So that's what Lynette thinks.
Then, let's go check on Lynette before—
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sijwin always spends around half— Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his—
Okay, then let's head over right away!
Let's go. Pergi diam-diam ke klinik.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange.
As expected, Sijwin isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way— Unless—
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look—
Okay.
There are some books here and a few Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology. These sure are some interesting books. Who knew? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because—
Seems quite normal to me. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
Mm-hmm. She would have said her migraine was having which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until
Lah, ini apa cuy?
Ah, this is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been The space behind it is empty.
Anjir,
From its
kameranya.
size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the... Let's look around here for some more clues.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
Slip of paper?
It's right over here! And there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider...
This is...
Is that all? The back!
Show me! Now!
Show me now.
That look on your face! Paimon's reading it now! Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
Huh?
No! Could she have... Is she already...
Writhely. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Diculik anjir Lynette
Wait,
coy.
you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to...
Yes, that is a crucial question. Writhely, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Writhely. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that, too. What? Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to Wait, you're right. The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds... Could Writhely have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Writhely let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible...
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That
No
was
way.
our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I'll go talk to
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler...
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back!
No way.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Lah. Lah.
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time.
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! He's sick!
Respect.
Whoa, are you okay?
These two.
Oh,
As
dua orang.
expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like
Aku
playing
juga suka
dumb.
belaga begini.
I like the feeling of being trusted.
What the fuck,
Oh
saya
my!
cuy.
What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic.
Anjir, ternyata dia
Take a deep breath
pura-pura
before you begin.
anjing. What the fuck. Ternyata
Being
dua
able to
orang
read
itu
human
acting.
expressions is quite the useful skill.
What the hell.
Lenny! Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him.
Anjir, ternyata si Chun sus anjing. Suspicious anjing si Chun.
He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
Sus banget anjir si Chun. What the fuck. Ternyata dia acting doang. Sama dua orang tadi acting doang anjing. What the fuck. Acting doang ternyata anjing.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not? What do you really want?
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean... You locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he'd definitely try to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meropide, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremenet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meropide? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Yeah, listen to the Traveler! If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, hmm? I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could see... The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged... We often see Miss Sijuin The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appears rather... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place... The research notes said that the Melusine... The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. According to Collins, the Pancration I've been told that the infirmary is...
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sijuin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work.
Yes.
Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and the recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually... Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
Why is that? Ada aturan tersembunyi juga di ring Pancration. Salah satunya dilarang mendukung dua pihak yang bertarung secara bersama. Kenapa? Dan apa yang terjadi jika melanggar aturan tersembunyi di ring Pancration?
Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fanta's own employees.
Siapa yang mengirim paket yang berisi cairan aneh berwarna darah?
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. The research notes said that the Melusine race perceived. Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. Fanta's internal report The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, according to Collins, the Pancration The Fanta promoter has been
Yes, sir. Bener.
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be up. That hidden rule of the Pancration ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words, I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company.
All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing... You'll pay for this!
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sigewinne? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sigewinne... You...
Oh, no.
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Lenny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us? But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into... What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like get that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be... I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigeween, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Siapa yang datang, Cok?
Some space, please.
Sorry.
Ah, Miss Clarande. My door.
Fremine... Fremine...
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Work.
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give...
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Tiba-tiba ada Corin ya.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Alarm sudah berbunyi, guys. Sudah mau Jumat.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigeween may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... Well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Yeah.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Are you sure? You don't look all right.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Fremine? Is he...
He'll be fine, but for...
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side.
On it. Traveler, you
On
seem
it.
pretty worried about him.
Mau.
The Duke and Clarande are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break.
Ya, awal pergi ke klinik.
Not now.
Izin produksi ya baca.
He's awake! Fremine!
We're all here. The infirmary at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. How do you feel?
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it. Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Flashback. Apa ini? Apakah selesai? Masih flashback kah?
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Child be?
Lah. Tiba-tiba pakai ini feminine aja. Pedang apa ini? Royal Great Sword.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it? It's getting stuck on something.
Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Berak aja harus diputar di bawah aja. Nah, bener. Bener kan?
This is where the water starts. Master Child probably dived into the water. Get in gear!
Plum, 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 plum.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. Oh, there are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Oh no.
I can't die here.
Can't die here.
This. I have to push on.
Oh no. Meninggoy dong. Selamat. Nah,
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone, but there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak for Monet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on.
Bro, ini kapan selesai,
No,
bro?
please go on without me.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave.
Understood.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head...
Thank you.
Yeay, selesai. Oke guys, sepertinya sampai sini aja Archon Quest ini. Kita lanjut nanti lagi ya. Lihat dulu deh. Dan ingat-ingat apa yang terjadi pada ya. Lihat dulu deh. Lihat dulu deh. Banjir. Deluge. Deluge artinya banjir. Deluge artinya banjir. Oke guys, terima kasih. Kita lanjut streaming selanjutnya.